What's up, guys? It's your Money Cat. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I hope you enjoy your stay. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel for more stock videos. Today, I bring you top 3 stocks that are ready to break out. These are 3 stocks among my watch list that I think has a good setup and has a really good chance for a breakout. There is no 100% guarantee that these will break out, but I do think they present a good opportunity. And in the stock market, that's really all we can ask for, as there is no 100% guarantee in stock market. The first stock we have is Square, stock symbol SQ. This is the 180 days 4-hour time frame chart. And in this big picture, we can see that it's been making higher lows pretty consistently, as well as higher highs coming all the way back from here. So there's higher high. Its all-time high is at 215, and today it closed the market at 213.5. So it is near the top. It is very close to all-time high. Now, what I want to point out here is you can clearly see that from here it's been following this trend line very nicely, as well as it's coming into sort of a ascending triangle pattern here, forming it with the all-time high level at 215. Looking at the RSI, it's at 62 right now, so it's still got a bit of room to go for the upside. Same kind of story with MACD, although it's in the positive territory, considering the fact that before it was at much higher levels, it's still got a lot of room to go for breakout. The thing I really like about this chart is the consistency of making higher lows and higher highs, along with the fact that it's coming into a nice ascending triangle pattern. Both things are common characteristics of continuing uptrend. If we zoom in a little bit more, we can see on the MACD that today the momentum was slightly decreasing, as shown by it basically didn't move at all today. Overall, it gained 0.2%, but on the last bar right here, it did turn more positive, meaning the momentum is slightly increasing again. So that might be a sign that it will continue to increase going forward. Looking at the ascending triangle pattern drawn, it looks like it will resolve likely within the next 2 days or so, as that brings us to the end of the pattern. The resolution being either the stock breaks up to the upside or it gets rejected and comes back down and tests this support at around 202.5. One more thing, if we take a look at today's action on 5-minute time frame chart, Square at one point during the day was actually down -2%, but it actually bounced back right off of that uptrend line that we were talking about of the ascending triangle, and that was right here. So it bounced very well, recovered, and then turned into a positive day, even though it was only 0.2%. So another sign that the diagonal uptrend line was able to hold up the price and acted as a support. The next stock I have is AMD. Similar characteristics as Square, but a little bit less consistently. So first, the uptrend line that we are following is this one, where stock has been trading above it for quite some time. So it's definitely been making higher lows. On the high side, we do have higher highs as well. It's just a little bit less consistent than what we saw on Square. With AMD, we can also form a ascending triangle pattern that's coming to an end, the top side being restricted by the previous all-time high point right here. We did break above the previous high to 96.37, but it looks like we're having a little bit of difficulty truly breaking above the previous high resistance. So the difference between Square and AMD is that with AMD, we might have few more days to wait until the pattern resolves itself, either breaking above or failing and coming back. We'll be testing probably around $86 level or so here. And if you look at the RSI and MACD, we are actually in a downtrend for both of the indicators. So usually that's not a good sign. But if we look at the bigger picture, even though RSI and MACD have been going down, the price has been able to form a little bit of local support around this level right here. We're going to zoom in a little bit and pick a price there, but look at the big picture first. So by forming this local resistance, what I can see happening is as these come down, let me use a different color here. As these come down, continue to come down, kind of neutralize itself, the price will either hold firm above this support, or even if it comes down, I think it'll bounce off of this diagonal uptrend line. So at that point, the RSI will be low enough where it has all this room to go up, as well as MACD, it'll be neutral enough where it can cross over once again for a reversal. Once we zoom in, we can see that the local resistance is around $91.85. Again, supports and resistance are never exact price. They're just kind of within that range. But so far, it looks like that level fits pretty nicely, as within last 7 trading days or so, it's been able to bounce off that line multiple times, even including today. Given that support, I think if the price continues to channel within this small range, I think that's a really good sign. Wait for the yellow line, wait for this yellow line, the 50-day moving average, to catch up a little bit, which will provide additional support, at which point likely it'll have enough push from the bottom to break above this resistance from previous all-time high. The last stock I'm going to talk about is Fedex, stock symbol FDX. So Fedex is riding a very nice uptrend right now, near the all-time high. Currently, we are at $301.83, all-time high at 303.65. Recently, the stock broke above the previous all-time high, which has been working as a resistance as the price got rejected at that level multiple times. The beautiful thing about Fedex is that the price continues to rise in a very smooth and consistent way. If you look at the overall chart right now on 180 days 4-hour time frame, there are very few jerky movements. There's a couple here, like one here, maybe here, but overall very, very smooth. Not only that, if we actually make a copy of the current uptrend, so we're going to duplicate this line, and we move it back here. Look at that. So current trend line, the trajectory angle, is pretty much identical to what we had in the previous run. And in that previous run, the stock ran up nearly 50% in the matter of about a little over 2 months. And previously, the stock rode above the yellow line, which is the 50-day moving average, religiously. So on this current ride as well, the yellow line, the 50-day moving average, is going to be the line that I'm keeping my eye on. Even on a 1-year daily time frame chart, both MACD and RSI shows its increasing rate, but at a very slow, smooth, and consistent rate. So what I'm expecting from Fedex is to continue to ride this uptrend line. It'll follow closely with the purple line I have, which is the 14-day moving average. And those few times where it will dip a little bit below that purple line, it will be held up by this yellow line, which is the 50-day moving average. One possible speed bump for Fedex, it does have earnings report coming up on December 17th. Now, the previous 2 earnings, Fedex reported very good numbers, and if anything, it saw a little bit of boost in its stock price. However, if we look at the bigger picture, the post-earnings boost or not, it has been just a smooth sailing for Fedex, and I expect that to continue for the time being. Well, there you have it. The 3 stocks that I think are ready to break out from my own personal watch list, which does not contain that many stocks. So you may have your own that are ready to break out, which is great. But I just wanted to present some possible opportunities if you weren't keeping your eye on these stocks. With that said, good luck in your trading this week, and I'll see you next time.